Our next award this evening is the Outstanding Professional Award, sponsored by Choice Investments. The criteria for this award is a person, whoever wins it must hold a certification within his or her own profession, like a doctor, a lawyer, an educator, CPA, and also must distinguish themselves by giving back to the community.
Tammy Rabideau was born and raised in a small village on the borders of Canada and Vermont in upstate New York. At a tender young age, Tammy regularly rode her blue banana seat bicycle a mile to get to the Moores Free Library. This library changed everything for her. It provided access to the world for a young lady living in a village of 450 people. Seeds of dreams and possibilities were planted in that little girl. Throughout her early years, Tammy was a determined student, committed athlete, concerned citizen, loving daughter and sister, silly and caring friend, and overall overachiever in life. Tammy was team captain in soccer, volleyball, and softball. She earned most likely to succeed by popular vote of her senior classmates. After graduating from high school in 1988, Tammy attended Skidmore College, focusing on a degree that would allow her to pursue a career in law and social policy. Upon graduating, Tammy set out on the open road with an unknown destination. After a few months on the road, Tammy chose to attend graduate school to pursue a master's in library science degree. About 2 weeks before she was to begin graduate school, Tammy's alma mater posted an opening at the library. She got the job and was rapidly promoted to positions of greater responsibility at Skidmore College. After finishing her master's degree, Tammy next landed in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where she was librarian with many other overachieving librarians. It is in Ann Arbor where Tammy met the man who would later become her husband, John Turner, a then graduate student who logged more hours in the library than Tammy. Tammy was recruited to be the digital services coordinator for Swarthmore College libraries, and John eventually followed. The two married in October 2001 and eventually relocated to Atlanta, Georgia. John taught at Kennesaw State University, and Tammy became head of acquisitions for the Georgia Institute of Technology Libraries. A year later, their first baby, Layla Renee, was born prematurely with complications, prompting Tammy to choose the full-time job of being a mother to her baby girl. The stars would align to bring John, Tammy, and Layla to Maine in the summer of 2006. John now teaches at Colby College. Alexander Robert, the fourth member of the family, was born in Maine in November 2006. Tammy began working at the Waterville Public Library in May 2010. With federal stimulus money directed through KVCAP to the Waterville Public Library, Tammy was hired to work 20 hours per week for 15 weeks. It has been nearly 5 years and many more hours per week later. Tammy spends a lot of time empowering people and strengthening our community through her position with the Waterville Public Library. I work with the most amazing library staff in the world and partner with many incredible professionals throughout the region, she says. Tammy has her hands in several programs with various organizations. As coordinator of the Business and Career Center program, she plans several job fairs per year, collaborates on workforce initiatives for the area's unemployed as well as the underemployed, and still manages to be a top-notch librarian. Sarah Sugden, library director, says, "There are simply not enough superlatives to accurately describe Tammy. She is a truly remarkable human being and one of the very best librarians I have ever known." Tammy's extraordinary compassion, her tremendous intellect, and her fierce dedication to collaboration have immeasurably enriched our community. Tammy Rabideau is the embodiment of awesomeness. Tammy is co-founder and director of Pachakacha Night Waterville, informal and fun gatherings where creative minds get together and share their ideas, works, and thoughts through presentation to the crowd. Tammy is also a founding board member of Common Street Arts, which brought an art gallery back to downtown, and is also a founding board member of Waterville Creates. Tammy Rabideau is a fiercely dedicated agent for things creative happening for individuals, families, organizations, businesses, and the whole of the Waterville community, and she is honored tonight for this tireless dedication. Please join us in congratulating the 2014 Outstanding Professional, Tammy Rabideau.
Take two. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Of course I did. It's orange. It's coated with the logo. Of course. I'm a dork. Hi. I'm quite sure this is the largest support group meeting I've ever been a part of. My name is Tammy Rabideau, and I am, guess what I am? I'm a librarian. Gratitude. I feel immense gratitude tonight. Thank you so very much to the folks that nominated me and to those that selected me as the recipient of this award. Thank you to the team of absolutely outstanding professionals. This is a great thing to say to this crowd. You're gonna love this. Outstanding professionals who make up the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce. Christian Savage, Patricia Michaud, Tanya Verzoni, and the indomitable Kimberly Linloff. All of the leaders, committee members, volunteers for the very best chamber organization in the world. Y'all do incredible work, and we, the community, sincerely, dearly appreciate you. Thank you for what you do. I have lived in some extraordinary geography and worked in several exquisitely well-resourced institutions in my life. Each home of my journey has been filled with many opportunities to learn, to serve, and to engage in meaningful work with exceptional people. I did grow up in the hamlet of Moores, my hometown in upstate New York, population 450, according to the 2010 census, Data Geek, a very small town on the border of Canada and Vermont, wherein that local one-room public library truly did set the course of the adventures in my life ahead. Saratoga Springs, Ann Arbor, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Charleston, all dynamic places with brilliant folks. How about Waterville, Maine? What of this Kennebec County city, population approximately 16,000, located on the west bank of the Kennebec River in Maine? We love her. We absolutely love her. We moved here a little over 8 years ago, and in our first 3 years, I was a happily stay-at-home mom taking care of my babies. And through the blur, everybody remember the blur of the babies? Through the blur of that phase of life, I observed challenges and opportunities in Waterville. A vision in me was brewing. Our work allows me to help people discover and deepen their passions, and that is my passion. I love that, and I am so grateful for it. For 5 years now, I've had the great opportunity to work with some of the most outstanding professionals anywhere. And I want to acknowledge some, and time will not permit me to be both comprehensive and brief. So, and this is hard for me because I never want to leave anyone out. I will acknowledge a select sample of some of the most outstanding professionals in our community with whom I have had the privilege of working closely. I think of these folks as not only colleagues, but friends. I would love to tell you stories about each of them, but I will, we have a long evening yet ahead, so I won't do that. But I am gonna say names. Kim Linloff, Michelle Prince and Dana Hamilton of KV CAP, Susan Tuthill and Hannah Bard of the Mid-Maine Regional Adult Community Education Program, Jim Peacock, Peter Diplock, new manager at Augusta Career Center, Linda Fossa, City of Waterville Health and Welfare, Betty Palmer, Mid-Maine Homeless Shelter, Nikki Desjardins, Jonathan Farr, Lydia Sy, and so many other business affiliates with whom I've worked. Josh Grant, is Mike Roy still in here? Josh Grant is one of the most amazing, outstanding professionals I have ever had the opportunity to work with.
He's with the City of Waterville Information Technology Department. Pachakacha Night Waterville teammates, Marty Kelly, Dan Siff, Lisa Lassard, Suzanne Culver, Marty Burns Knight, Serena Sanborn Phipps, outstanding professionals volunteering their time for citizens and the community of Waterville. Maine Poetry Express pals, Pat Burdick, Sherry Pinot Brown. Tracy O'Clair, are you here tonight, Tracy? Tracy O'Clair of Talk Media is one of the engines behind Small Business Waterville, which incidentally has a menu of offerings just next week, so check that out. Patricia King, nice job tonight. Sharon Corwin, the whole team at the Colby College Museum of Art. Jennifer Olson, June LaRue at Waterville Main Street. Diane Bryan, Dick Dyer at Waterville Opera House. Larry Sturz, Lori Roaming from the Unity Foundation. Nate Rudy, Lisa Wheeler, Marie Sugden of Waterville Creates, and the entire Waterville Creates board. And reaching the home stretch here. The entire staff at the Waterville Public Library. I really wish I could read every name, but I can't do that tonight, so I'm going to just enumerate a few. Kate Garson-Gabriel, who's our new resource coordinator at the library. Jennifer DeSalme, who's one of our library staff who helps me out a lot. Kathleen Kenny, amazing children's librarian. And of course, guess who else? Sarah Sugden. And there's so many more. This room and this community are filled with the most dedicated, creative, outstanding professionals anywhere. We have incredibly passionate professionals in this area, and by pooling resources and talents, we are solving problems and we are creating creative solutions. There's one group I forgot to thank, I have not yet thanked, and that's of course my family. Thank you to my husband, John Turner, who's here tonight, and to our children, Layla and Alex, for not only tolerating and even supporting my intense passions in my work, but also for celebrating and enhancing them. I love them all. I'm very grateful to be here. I love Waterville. I love being a librarian, and we will keep on empowering people and strengthening community at the Waterville Public Library. Thank you so much.